We live? All right, we're live. We never know when we're going live. Good morning, everybody. My name is Alex Vidal, president of Related ISG International Realty, and I am sitting here with Michael Citron, who is an animal, a beast, who is challenging me to be better at my videos. We are mic'd up. We got lights. When we're done, I'm going to show you everything. Michael Citron is #1 in the state of Florida for Remax, top 40 in the country for Remax, and he's an animal, CrossFitter, engaged to a Brazilian. We've got a lot in common. Michael, thanks for joining us.
No problem. Thank you for having us.
All right, Mike, you know the deal here. Short and sweet. We got 6 questions for you. One I already know the answer to, which is the last one, but let's get to it. Mike, you have a great backstory. Tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got into real estate.
Well, I appreciate being on your show. First off, I really love what you do, and I do it often with our team and these videos, so kudos to you. I started off in real estate, been in it about 14 years. I was a teacher before. Got my master's degree in English. I was fully vested into being a professor. That's what I wanted to do. And I did real estate on the side, and I just had a passion for it. I went once to this kind of seminar to talk about real estate at Exit Realty. I started at Exit Realty, and I just saw the speaker, who was very similar to you. He was very passionate, and he got me hooked. And I quickly transitioned to real estate, not full-time, and I did it, and I hit my goal. I wanted to make over $100,000 my first year. Everybody thought I was crazy, and I did it within the first, I think, 7 months.
Jesus.
And my broker pulled me aside and said, this is definitely, I still hadn't committed to doing it full-time. And I just got into it. I loved it. I had a passion for it. I think all my education and being a teacher, I really emphasize that. And now we have our team, and I love doing it. Nothing makes me feel better that we are successful. It's not just me. Nothing is marketed as my success. It's our success.
How many people do you have on your team?
Right now, I think we have 7 team members, so we're growing. I have a full-time...
7 or 17?
7. 17.
Okay.
17. I hope to have 17. That would be our 10X goal. Yeah. But we're looking to keep adding members to our team, but we have a full-time transaction coordinator, marketing, video marketing, which, this is what we're doing. And, I think we have 4 buyers and listing agents.
Cool. So from teacher to #1 in the state for Remax. I love it. All right. Now that we talked a little bit about what you're really good at, and we talked about being consistent. We talked about marketing. We talked about staying motivated, which I know you and I share a lot of that aspect. Let's talk about marketing. You are a master marketer. I think the biggest question a lot of agents get is, what % of your gross commission do you reinvest back into your business? And whatever that percentage is, if you were to pick one thing, where do you get the most bang for your buck?
Well, it's a great question. Everybody should be looking to do this for their business. It's not just a hit and run. You're doing one sale. This is really, if you're getting into real estate, we tell our agents to grow it by successfully implementing the strategy. And I say, pull money out. You want to spend it, you get your commission check. You want to run and do crazy things, and you should do that. But you should take some money aside on every single real estate transaction you do. I would say for a new agent, I tell them 10 to 15%. I'm doing about 20 to 25 now, because I really want to hit our goals. And I think by doing our advanced marketing with video and farming, and I would say that the best thing you can do right now is video. It's free, it's easy. We're doing this, it costs us nothing but our time. There's no excuse. You should be doing it. And realistically, I think if you implement a strategy of getting to your neighborhood, your sphere of influence, and farming, those are the things that cost the littlest amount, and video makes it so much easier than when I got in the business and you got in the business years ago.
Do you feel this? I had a meeting with Mike not too long ago, and the passion's coming out now. You started off a little shy, but the energy's coming out. I love this guy. All right, question number 3. You are the definition of consistency. Actually, consistently getting better year over year. Not staying the same, but getting better year over year. What do you attribute your consistency to?
I think you have to stick to your plan. I think that's, we meet every day. Our team has our goal. If it's our marketing area, if it's our transaction coordinating, if it's just being better negotiating, presenting offers, listings, everything needs to be consistent. If you look at your marketing, and I'll give you a quick example. I'm open. I'm here to help you. Stand on the shoulders of giants. You don't have to reinvent the wheel here. But an agent came to me and asked, I did this postcard campaign in the office. I won't tell you his name. And I said, great, you sent this campaign out, and how many, calls, and what did you get from it? He said, I got 3 listings from it that I sold. And I'm like, wow, that's a grand huge. That is amazing. His first time. And I'm like, wow, what did you do? I was more curious. And he showed me his campaign. It looked like a great postcard. And I said, okay, what happened in your second and third and fourth month? He goes, I didn't send another campaign out. I was like,
oh my God.
So he told me he made $27,000 in gross commission on
off one mailer.
One mailer.
That's like unheard of.
I was like, man, you hit a home run here. And I said, why didn't you send it out? Well, I didn't know. I was just like, I didn't know if I should spend the money and this and that. And I was like, well, here's what we need to do. I sat there, I took the paper, and I went through what he needed to do on a monthly basis to implement that strategy. And I think, I said, consistency you will get. Maybe you won't get 3 calls for 3 listings next month, but if you consistently do it, that's the difference. We've been doing our marketing in Parkland for many years, and we send out a magazine to the entire city of Parkland on a quarterly basis. We do a market update, we do videos with it, all kinds of cool things. But it's consistently done. Nobody will ever say that I don't market more than everybody else in our city where we're looking to farm and get more of an influence. But that's what I would tell you to be consistent in whatever you're doing. If it's marketing, consistently do it. If it's improving your skills and if you're cold calling or prospecting, get another person. Stand on the shoulders of giants. Find people in your company, and you have an amazing company that can elevate yourself to that next level. And people will help you. I had so many people help me when I first started, and I'm totally blessed. And I'm happy when somebody comes in.
And you're probably still learning every day too.
Every day. Be humble. I'm humble in my success. I was a teacher making $25,000 a year, and I'm humble every day. And I love that people, that come from making a small amount of money to a great amount of money. That's the success. That's what gets me excited every morning. What's next?
Well, let's digress. Not only are you hungry or humble, but you're hungry. That hasn't changed. You talked about gets you going in the morning. I know motivation's a huge part of your life. What ritual or daily habits do you have in place to stay motivated day in and day out?
Totally changed my life. Getting up early, writing your goals, putting your to-do list every day together, and working out. Physically getting yourself up every morning. I say 80-90% of the battle in anything, consistency, anything you've asked me, is just doing it, showing up. Just showing up.
Now, you mentioned working out. What do you do for working out?
I go to CrossFit every morning. So like Alex, we share this. But I've been doing it for almost 4 years. I lost 50 pounds. I felt amazing. My girlfriend, we walked around the neighborhood when we first met, and I couldn't keep up with her, and I had to go to the doctor. That's how bad I was. And as soon as she motivated me to get up and work out and do it, I get up every morning at 4:45 in the morning. I get my to-do list, I write my goals, and I'm off to the gym by 5:30, get there, and 6 to 7 is my class. I come home, we take our son to school, and I'm here at the office every day by 8:15, 8:30, and I've been doing that for 14 years. So get up. Successful people, if you look, most of them have a plan like this. Everybody, you read it. So just get up early. I always say I'm going to beat up the sun. We talk about that. I get up, I'm going to beat it up. And by the time I get to the office, I have everything on the books. We know what our to-do list is. I meet with each team member. We're ready to go for the day. And we knock it out of the park. And every day I get up every morning just with that passion. I go, what's next? What can I help? What can I learn? What kind of process can we implement to maybe tweak things, to change things? But it's always a growing, motivating angle. And nobody will say, I'm not here every day. I'm not the hardest working real estate agent. And if you implement that strategy, just get up, get your body, go out, walk around your block, get to the next level. I'm telling you, just showing up, you will be a successful agent.
I will admit, Michael, you are one of the few guys I get around that gets me going in the morning. Like just gets me going, motivated. I'm already a motivated guy as it is. I definitely have the energy. I don't need the coffee for it. But anytime you and I sit down and talk, I get more pumped out of this meeting.
So do I.
Every single time. Now you talked about your team and having 7 members on your team. You do have an awesome team, and we all know that managing teams is not easy whatsoever. What's one piece of advice that you can give our viewers on how best to manage a team?
Having a team is an amazing thing, and the best thing you can do is being a successful agent that want to start by hiring team members, staff, and agents, is to understand you are going to have to delegate. My biggest challenge was I'm a control freak. Your questions, everything. I want to know everything. I want to be prepared because that's just who I am.
He came with a jacket on. I made him take the jacket off just to change it up. We'll show you over there.
But honestly, everything. that's just who I am. And I always say, always, be prepared for the worst and, hope for the best. Because if you prepare for the worst, you'll be prepared for anything. So realistically, I have a great office. It starts at the top. And Brooke is our office manager. I've trained her. She can go on, and do it all. And now I can kind of take a step back and focus on what I do best. So if you're looking to form a team, remember what are your best practices? What are your most income producing things? So for me, it's meeting with clients, it's negotiating deals, it's keeping deals on the hook, and going out and trying to get new business and overseeing everything. That's what I think a team leader should do, instead of doing the paperwork and getting the marketing and getting all the little details, which is so important. But you can delegate that to somebody who has the skills and knowledge and abilities to make sure they know what you're looking for. You oversee everything, but I would think the best thing is to learn that you will have to delegate to be successful and do 100+ deals a year. If that's your goal, or even 20 or 30, you're going to need somebody. Start slow. Hire a transaction coordinator. You can get a mobile one at first. Do those type of things. But I think for somebody to grow a team successfully, your team needs to have the responsibilities, and you need to let them do what they do best. Hire the best, train the best, and take a step back and let them succeed.
Awesome. Last question, then we're going to let our audience go. Michael, and I already know the answer to this, but we're going to ask it anyways. If there's one book you could highly recommend to our audience to pick it up and read it, what would it be?
I mean, look, I love biographies. I love, learning about people's success. So do that. Look, as I said, stand on the shoulders of giants. But the best book that I've read recently, and I wish I would have read it if it was put out 14 years ago, is Grant Cardone's Be Obsessed or Be Average. We talked about it. It has changed my life. And the greatest thing is my brother introduced it to me, who's also like me and you. He gets up every morning and works out and crazy in his profession. But what I looked at him, the first thing I said to him is, why was this book so great? And we talked about it. It gave you the permission to go after your goals and dreams, and to not, listen to the haters and naysayers in your life. And you should really pick up that book, get the audiobook. I love hearing people like us talk, and he's passionate. And I'm telling you, he has books like 10X. I've read all his stuff. But whatever you read, whatever gets you to feeling motivated, read it. If it's not reading a book and it's more of doing other things, but that book, I would tell you, if you pick it up and get inspired or watch his videos on YouTube, man, he is like an engine every morning. And I get up and I listen to it on the way to the gym. It's another thing. I listen to those motivational things, and it's like the eye of the tiger. It's like rock. Like I feel like I'm ready to go.
I love it.
In real estate. And this job, so you understand, you don't need to be Albert Einstein. You don't need to reinvent. You don't need to be great. You can be consistent. You can stand on the shoulders of giants, and implement something that's not so expensive. It's your time, your effort, and your dedication. And that's it. You can be successful at anything in life if you follow this.
And because of that recommendation, I got over my own personal holdback of wanting to do these videos, and gave myself permission to go out, do inquiring minds want to know, etc. And we were in the middle of our No Excuses coaching program where we had about 30 agents. I went out and bought 30 of the books and gave them all to our agents. And if Michael Bonnet, I'm sure is watching this, Michael Bonnet's one of the top salespersons for Grant Cardone. We're talking with him about possibly bringing them in to help train some of our agents too.
It's amazing. I mean, that just...
You hear that, Michael? I'm giving you a shout out.
You should. I would love to...
He sends me a video every day, because that's one of the things they do. He sends you a video every day. So anyways, all right, so I got to show you guys. Well, first of all,
thank you for having me.
Michael, you're an animal. I love it, but I have to show you guys this setup. So we're going to pull the camera off the...
So let's take our mics off.
Do it? No, I don't think we have to.
Do we have to?
Okay.
So you can just see what we do here.
Okay. So he challenged me to go hard and go big. So here we go. I don't know if you can't turn your phone when recording. Okay, hold on. Here we go. There we go. So that's the setup right there. That's our camera guy in the back. We had another camera going on right there. If we were to turn around, there's Michael, Remax sign, and he's the Parkland Parrot. Michael, since we're here, let's just go. Now we're going to go off the cuff a little bit. There's his jacket over there. How did you come up with the Parkland Parrot?
That's crazy. I just asked that yesterday. Years ago in the business, I don't look like Brad Pitt. I don't look like Alex either. So I had to come up with something that differentiated myself. So sending out marketing, and when I first got in the business, I thought of what way to stick something on there. And Parkland Parrot, it was like PP, and I thought, people like parrots. We're in South Florida. They'll remember me. It was a crazy idea. I got so much hate
and
for
it's
it.
stuck?
And it's stuck, man. And people call me that I just got off the phone with a client. It's like, yeah, I want to speak to the park on Parrot. I'm like, I don't care what you call me. Just call me. I'm coming over. So
That's awesome.
But anybody can create any marketing thing for your own. If, you know, whatever your last name is or what you like or your passion, you know, implement that into your business and people will remember you for, because there's a lot of real estate agents. There's not a lot of people that brand and market the way that a select few. Remember, there's 10% of the agents do 90% of the business. There's a reason for that.
Cool. Mike, thanks, man. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you later.
Great.